Yo, good evening, or for some of you around the world, good morning, good night, all of that. How's everybody doing? Welcome to December 1st, 2022. I am Lee Grigsby. I'm coming to you as the vice chair of the Hope Institute. You've seen me a couple times, either live or hopefully you've gotten the replay of the fundraiser that the Hope Institute is doing for the month of December. Started it a couple weeks ago. We already have one donation. Thank you very much. To give you a recap, real quick, we are doing a fundraiser for the Hope Institute so that we can give money to a couple of projects that we are working on. One is a homeless veterans shelter in Richmond, Virginia. The other is a shelter called the Haven that takes women and children, people that have been in domestic violence, the domestic abuse relationships, and also they take on people who have been victims of sex trafficking, that kind of thing, help them out. So those are the two projects that we have taken on for this month. Getting to the fundraiser, there are a few ways that you can donate. So you can go to livinghopeinstitute.org. Not only will you find on that site um, where you can donate, whether it's being a monthly donor, which we would love, or you can do a one time donation as well. You can also learn about us, the Board of Elders. You can also see the projects that we're working on. But also, you can donate this way. Oh, sorry. It goes through December 31st, like I said. You can donate with this link here. It's also in the description on different platforms that I'm going live on right now. It will be also it might be in some of the comments. I will try to leave the link as well. This is the link that you can donate to. Again, this is for the Hope Institute. We have a couple projects. One is for a homeless veterans shelter. The other one is for the Haven. So if you don't want to use the link and you want something simpler, right? Well, here you go. You can donate by texting the word veterans to 707070. That will take you directly to the link as well. And you can, again, we would love for you to be a regular donor, so monthly donor if you choose, but we also love one time donations. Also, this now, I want to talk about the challenge. Okay. So, the challenge that we're talking about is 80K or 50 miles. 80K is for my metric friends who might want to participate in this challenge. So you're saying, Lee, okay, what's this challenge about, right? How do I even, how do I get involved, right? Well, let me walk you through that. If you want to be a participant in this challenge, there is a link in the description of a Google form. Okay. That Google form allows you to participate in this challenge. So let me go to this slide here and I'll show you. Um, this is the first thing that you'll see when you open up the Google form. It's a brief description of everything I'm talking about and everything that you've hopefully heard me talk about over the last few weeks. This is you want to save the link because you want to use this particular form to log your distance. All right. So when you open the form, obviously your email address is there. You then will add your name. Then you see this box that says your goal. And you see another box down here that says sponsored distance or participant donation. So let me move forward here in the goal section. Okay. For the goal section, there's a drop down box and you see two choices. the 80K 50 miles, or this second choice is less than 80K or 50 miles. So again, 50 miles can be a challenge for sure. If you want to participate in this challenge, but you want to have a different goal other than 80K or 50 miles, you can choose the less than option. Not a problem. Okay. It's just helping you decide what type of challenge you want to do. So then in the next box, the sponsored distance or participant donation. So if you participate in this challenge, part of it is to get sponsored miles, right? Those sponsored miles become your donation. If you do not want to get any miles or distance sponsored, you can feel free to participate and go ahead and be a donor. So if none of your miles or none of your distances are sponsored, that would require a $25 donation as a participant. So you would select either one of those choices from this drop down here. Then when you go to the sponsored donations, if you choose this option, let me break it down for you. There are two ways that you can get your distances sponsored. I advise option number 1. Option number 1 will take you, and on the form, the here is a hyperlink that will take you right to the donation page. Option number 1 is you talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to whoever you want to sponsor you, and you can direct them to this link right here. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is the people that you get to sponsor you. You can go ahead and be responsible and collect the donations from them. And then once you are done with the challenge, you make the donation from the money that they have sponsored you with. That is welcomed as well. I just think option number 1 might be simpler. Also, option number 1 will give your sponsors a receipt for their donation if that's what they want. Okay. If they want, tax write off, that kind of thing. So this is the way that you would, if you are getting your distances sponsored, this is that next box that you would check. Okay. Moving on. If you are a participant and you do not want or do not get any sponsored distances, as I previously said, this would be a $25 donation for participating. Now you can see I filled this form out already, right? Your form will be blank, but I filled out. You can either put whatever tracking app. I have a Garmin Fenix 5 watch. That's what I use. And right now, I just put a 1 just to show this field filled out. But what you would do with this form is every week you would put your mileage here. Okay. And again, if you do not want to get any of your distances sponsored, but you want to participate in the challenge, you can click here. And it's also a hyperlink, takes you right to the donation page. And you can make your required $25 donation to be a participant. So let me help you out for a minute about getting sponsored. Okay. Being sponsored is fairly simple. If for those of you who are like, Lee, I don't know how to do that. I don't know who to ask. You can talk to, again, family, friends, whoever you want. And the easiest way is to say, hey, you know what? There's this challenge that I want to do. And I think I want to do 20 miles. Would you be willing to sponsor me by donating $10 to my 20-mile challenge? Okay. That's all you got to do. And over that month is where you get your 20 miles. You can like I put in the slides, you can collect the money from the people you ask to sponsor you, or you can direct them right to the link and they will donate the amount that you have agreed upon that they're going to sponsor. Let's make it fun, right? As you've heard me talk about, hopefully earlier in previous lives or in the video, all distances count. A lot of times when you see these challenges, it's pure biking, it's only running, whatever it is. This is easy. Use your tracker for the step count. Use what biking, walking, running, add it all up. If you're not a runner, if you're not a biker, if you go to the gym and you get on the elliptical, guess what? The elliptical tracks a distance. So just keep track of that distance, add it to your weekly total. Even better, right? What about you say, well, hey, Lee, I don't want to do this by myself. Cool. Get a buddy, get a friend. Maybe you guys start a walking program. Maybe you just walk up and down the block and while you're chit chatting. Either way, that works, right? Then you guys can get people to sponsor you as a group, as a team. There's no form. There's no blank fill in for the team, but feel free to do it with someone, right? That's even more fun. That way you don't have to do it by yourself. So whatever you want to do, the goal is while you're moving through the month of December, think about these folks who we are trying to help and do this fundraiser for. While it might be challenging for us, and especially those of us where the weather starts getting cold in December, imagine how they feel. Imagine what their needs might be. And you might say, Lee, you know what? I know I'm about to do some Christmas shopping. It's getting close to Christmas time. Definitely understand that, right? So cool. Anything, 5, 10, right? That will help. It will make a difference. And as I've said on a few of the lives that I've done before, it's all up to you about what difference you want to make, right? You do make a difference, but you get to decide what difference you want to make. So, again, just to recap, there are several ways that you can donate. You can donate with the link right here, that's also in the description, takes you right to the donation page. You can text directly. Text veterans to that number 707070. That takes you to donation. You don't even have to click a link. You just go right through your phone. All good. And if you want to be a participant in the challenge, you will click on the Google form and that will help register you. Let me go full screen here. That will help you register for the challenge. And we talked about the different fields, what you need to select if you want to go for the whole thing or a smaller distance. Either way is fine. If you want to have some sponsored distance, if you don't want to have any sponsored distance, either way, you still get to donate. And these are the ways that you can direct your sponsors, or you can collect the money yourself. Here is where, if you don't want to get any sponsored miles, we're asking a $25 donation for participation in the challenge. You can click here. That is a hyperlink on the form. Just go ahead and put your tracking device, whatever you use, and then your weekly distance there. And just remember that keep the link to the form because that's how you're going to submit and track your distances. All right, folks, if you didn't catch that, here's the link right here that you can donate directly. Again, you can also text veterans to 707070. You can also visit livinghopeinstitute.org, where you can not only see the projects that we're working on and hopefully become a regular donor, but you can also learn more about us as the board of elders for the Hope Institute. All right, you guys. Appreciate your time. I hope everybody is safe. Hope everybody is having a good December 1st. Let's go ahead and make homelessness and veteran homelessness a non conversation. I'll see you soon.